Hey guys, what's going on? Timpus here, and in today's video I'll be teaching you guys how to make a really cool YouTube overlay. It's a really simple one, like always, and yeah, let's get into it. So first of all, you want to make a 1280 by 720 document. Just change this to RGB colour. Basically, an overlay is something that will go on the screen and it'll just say your name, and then it'll show some social links and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll just get into it. So first of all, we're just going to add a new layer, and we'll just mix a little box at the top that goes across. So you can make it as big as you want. I'll just make it around this size, like so. And what colour should I use? I'm gonna go for a blue colour, so that should be alright. Boom. So now I've got this blue colour, just make it a little bit bigger. So once you've done that, we're gonna add some effects. So double click on the layer, gradient overlay, change that to overlay. And then bring down the opacity to 30, and then add an inner glow, change that to overlay, then bring up the choke and the size a little bit, and then bring down the opacity to 30 again. So once that's about it with that. Then we can rasterize the layer style. So once you've done that, add a new layer, and then you want to create clipping mask. And then go to white. We're just going to add some highlights on it. So just make a couple here, maybe one there, and change that to overlay. And then bring down the opacity to 30. Yeah. And then we're going to add another layer and create clipping mask. And then we can choose another colour that's similar to the one you chose. So I'm going to choose like a darker blue. And make it a bit smaller, and do a couple of dots in random places, and then we're going to change the layer style to soft light. So once you've done that, you can group them all together, so you've just got it all in one. And I'm going to add a new layer and create clipping mask again, and then we're going to use the pen tool now, and we're just going to we're just going to make some more highlights. So just make a little box wherever you want. It doesn't matter where you put it, I've put it there. And I'm going to change that to overlay. And I'm going to do another one, so I'll do one going across to here, like so. But I'm going to do it on a new layer, so make sure you add a new layer. Boom. Overlay. And once you've done that, group all that together as well. And then you want to create a new layer, create clipping mask again, just zoom in a bit. And you want to go to the rectangular marquee tool, and then select the very bottom, and you want to get like a darker colour, and then press Alt and backspace, and it will fill the bottom of the box in. And then which colour? Then change it to overlay, and bring down the opacity a little bit. So it's looking pretty good so far. Right, so next, once you've done that, you want to group it all again. Add a new layer again and create clipping mask. Then go to the pen tool, and then just select like wherever you want. I'm just going to select here. I'm going to do the same again. Oh. Make selection, alt backspace. And then I'm going to change this to soft light, and then bring down the opacity to around 50. So that's looking pretty good so far. And then I'm just going to add the name to see what it looks like. I'm going to change it to a dark blue actually. So yeah, let's do it like this. That's looking pretty good. And then underneath that, let's put graphic designer. You can put whatever, so if you're a game channel, you can put gamer or COD gamer, sniper, whatever you want. Let's put graphic designer. Oh, graphic designer. Make that all white. I'll just make that a bit smaller. Put it below. It's looking pretty good so far. And then over here, I'm just going to put, I'll put stake in Exage. Put that right in the middle. And then here I'm just going to put some social media. So I'll put Instagram. By the way guys, thanks so much for the support on my channel recently. The tutorials have been doing really well, so I think you guys will be liking them. And that's why I'm doing another one today. So make sure if you like it, hit the like button down below. And then also comment what tutorial you want to see next. And then I'll do it. Oops. So, let's make that a bit smaller. So that's looking pretty good. Next we'll add Snapchat. Whoa. Make it the same size. Oops. Boom. And then, whoa. Alright. Rasterize that. Next we'll add Twitter. Can't really see it that well. Can't really see the Twitter logo too well, so I'll just change the colour of the actual thing. So I'll just press Ctrl U and then change to the colour. Change it to orange, and then I'll change this part to yellow. Boom. I'll also I'm just going to group the three logos, so the Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter, and I'm just going to add a drop shadow to it. So bring the distance back down to 0 and bring the spread and the size up. Not too much, but a bit. Then I'm going to bring down the opacity. You can mess around with this. This is just personal preferences. And then I might add a gradient, change it to overlay, and bring it down, right down to around 18. So once you've done that, I'm just going to add a couple more things to it. So first of all, one sec. Go back down to the actual overlay itself and then add a new layer right above it. Create clipping mask, and then get the pen tool. And you just want to make like what do you call it? You just want to make a little triangle thing in the corner, like so. So just copy what I'm doing right here. So it should look something like that. You want to make it overlay. We're just adding reflections. It's like a reflective, like transparent style overlay. So let's add a couple more. I'm just going to add a couple like highlights again with a yellow. So add one there. Change it to color dodge. And then bring down the opacity. So it's looking really nice and clean so far. What else could we add? If you wanted, you could actually add your logo on the very right. But I'll just leave that for now. So add a new layer, create clipping mask, and go to white. And then at the bottom, I'm just going to white dots. Change that to overlay. It's looking really good. And then finally, you want to group all of the layers together so it's all one. And then we want to add some adjustments. So we'll go to brightness and contrast, and then bring up the brightness and the contrast. In fact, no, don't do that. I did that wrong. Right, go back to brightness, contrast, bring down the brightness, and then bring up the contrast. So it's 16 and 20. And then go to curves and bring this part up a bit, and then this bit slightly down. So it makes a bit of an S, like small curve. And then you want to go to photo filter and make sure it's like a colour that you've been using, so I'll choose yellow. And basically this just makes everything pop out a bit more. So group all like together, and this is the difference it makes. There's a slight difference, it just makes everything pop out more. So that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a very small tutorial, very easy. I might actually use this myself, it looks pretty cool. But yeah guys, if you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, yeah, comment if you want to see more of these. We're almost at 1,200 subscribers, so thanks for that. Let's try and hit that by tonight if we can, and if we do, I'll do a GFX pack giveaway, so stay tuned for that. And also thanks so much for 200 followers on Twitter. If you've not followed me on Twitter yet, follow me now. I'll put my username on the screen right now, so make sure you follow me on Twitter to keep up to date with when I'll be uploading and stuff. So yeah guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.